All right. Got the stream going, and I will eventually turn this live stream into a video. So I'm trying to set it up like a video. All right, let me get everything back on the screen. Get all that back up. All right, get this back up. All right, again, I plan on turning this live stream into a video later. So I'm trying to set it up like a video. What I'm going to be discussing maybe for about 20 minutes or so. I don't know how long, but that's, I don't want to go over that. But I'm going to be discussing like building the PC community, the importance of just using multiple platforms, as well as attempting to share knowledge if you can, where you can, showing gratitude and appreciation for others. Also, just things like communicating, trying new things, different stuff like that. All right, so let's get the music going. And even though it's only one person in here, I'm just gonna get this thing started like a video. Let's see if I can. Hold on one second. Gotta open this up in another window. Turn that off. All right, so we're gonna get it popping right now. All right, I think I'm ready. All right, so let me get this music going. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I am the Goods on YouTube, TGsoGood everywhere else. Welcome to the morning live stream. This content will be trimmed down and made into a regular video. But let's get into today's content. All right, so today we are, of course, discussing PC communities, Discord, forums, and social media. All right, for NBA 2K. So I can go ahead and get this down now. Let me take this down. And in the background here, I've got NLSC up and I've got Discord. So I kind of just wanted to go over some things really quickly, and you guys feel free to chime in the chat about what you like about certain aspects and what you don't like about, certain forums, things like that. Let's not throw shots at any people personally or anything like that. I'm gonna go to OperationSports. I'm gonna pull those guys up also. All right. So one of my favorite places to be since I was younger was the NLSC. Okay. As you can see here, if you get on the NLSC, it used to be like a really, I'm not gonna say it used to be, it's still a great place to find guys who mod and different mods. It's a great place to find old information about whether it be old NBA 2K games on PC or even current games, or old NBA Live games on PC and how to modify the games. But it's more than just mods, like most places are. Just like Discord. Discord is going to be more than just mods, but if you're in the PC community playing a sports game, you know that mods can really change the game for the better. All right. So let's talk about NLSC, because NLSC has been around for a very long time. So if I go over to the main page, and I'll make this a little bigger, as you can see, NLSC has articles from time to time, podcasts. Back in the day, they used to have the top 10, and for the last few months, I believe they've brought back the top 10. I believe it's been around a few months. It might have been around maybe close to a year now that they brought it back, but the top 10 is back, and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Posting the videos to YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that, so you guys can check out the top 10 plays of the week. It's it's a lot of content here. It's a lot of content here, especially with the articles, because when you read the articles, it's it definitely has you thinking. But I'd say most people don't want to read articles, and that's not a knock on anybody. But when you look at the community and you look at, okay, who's in the community, there's a lot of, I would say, younger people that don't want to necessarily read anything. And there are a lot of older guys, but I don't know if all of them actually play the game still. But I think the older community would love a website like NLSC. I don't want to say older, but guys who've been, you don't even have to be older, because you could be 28 and you could have been playing 2K since you were, 14. If you've been playing for 14 years, then I would consider you somebody older in the community, as far as just like the amount of time you spent playing games, even if you used to play the old NBA Live. So I don't mean to say you're an old person. I just mean to say, like, in gaming years, somebody who's really experienced and not really new to the basketball gaming community. They probably would love like all the articles and top 10 stuff like that. But they also have forums. I'm sorry. They also have forums here where you can discuss things and also view mods, basically. But it's about more than mods. We share information, stuff like that. But all right, so this is where I get into the Discord discussion. I'm gonna make this big, Discord. So I guess this is people that I have on my friends list that are currently online. Discord. Say, how long have I been on Discord? I think I got into Discord at the end of 2K20. I had no idea what Discord was. I just know somebody invited me and I got here. I didn't know how to use this thing. NLSC does have a Discord, but their Discord server is very, very basic, and that can be good, but it also can limit the server. But not, hopefully I can explain that better. That's not a knock on it. I actually like that it's so simple, because they already have a forum and a website and all of that. But for somebody new coming into Discord and seeing, they're going to be like, oh, this is all they have on their Discord. So, especially if it's somebody who really knows how to use Discord. But this NLSC already has a ton of ways to communicate: Twitter, YouTube, forums, the website. So I would say this is great for NLSC to just have a Discord at all. Plus, the thing I like about it being so simple is it keeps the bots away. It's easier to keep the bots away when you don't have a million channels. All right, so, but then again, maybe there's an easy way to keep the bots away. So let's go over to 2K Modding Society. Now, I'm not necessarily comparing NLSC to the Modding Society, because I use both, and I think everybody should just use whatever avenues of community that you want to use. Use whatever you want to use. If you want to use Discord, use it. If you want to use the forums, use it. But you need to know the advantages and disadvantages of it. So right now, if I go to Google, let me see if I can go to Google. I'm going to go to Google. And there's other avenues other than just Discord and, certain forums. Let's see. There's other avenues. You can do Reddit, stuff like that, and I'll get into that stuff in a second. I'm going to type in NBA 2K22 mods, Discord, and let's see what comes up. So as you can see, you don't actually see many links to an actual Discord. So if I click here, maybe this is an invite. I'm just going to accept it and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, it's just loading. I don't see anything. It just says messages failed to load. This makes no sense. I don't know what this is. Okay. There's nothing here. Oh, you got to get verified, I guess. And see, this is one of the drawbacks of Discord, because you have some servers. I really have no idea what this server is for. So I'm just going to get up out of this thing. It's pointless to me. But maybe it's a great Discord server. There's no way for me to know, because I can't see any of the information back there. I can't see any of that. So that's one of the drawbacks to Discord. I'm not on Facebook. Facebook is another avenue where people make communities and groups, and I'm not on Facebook at all, so I can't tell you whether those are good or, I mean, I'm sure they are good, but I can't tell you the advantages and disadvantages of the Facebook groups because I'm not on them. I'm not on Facebook at all, or Meta, or whatever it's called. I don't know. But so you do have some communities that are more open than others. I'm gonna just leave this server, that other server. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on that server. But like the modding society, it's not a bad community. It's pretty good. As you can see, it's pretty active. But okay, so I need to talk about the advantages. So one of the advantages, and I was really sitting here thinking like, why would I have a preference to use this over something like a forum here? But I think one of the reasons is the ease of use. So let's look at it. The ease of use. But again, I already showed you when I did the Google search thing, there's a drawback. So it already has a drawback. Like I can't pull up anything in the search results. So a year or two from now, if I want to, just come on Google and say modding society, Discord, there may be a link. What is this? I'll have to look at that. But there may be a link to the Discord, but like I can't look up any images. Like I can't really look up any of the images there. Most of these are not from the modding society. Yeah, none of these are, because I don't think Google can archive any of the information in Discord. But I could be wrong. What is this? See, like I have no idea what this stuff is. But when you're actually in the Discord server, there's tons of stuff, and you can use the search bar. You can use the search bar up here. So let's say I want to look up LeBron, or let's just say I want to look up Cyberface, the word Cyberface. Oh, then look, something right here pops up. Cyberface's mods, which is this little thing right here. But in the search results come up here, but you have to already be in this group. And what if you never even knew about the group? What if you're new to modding and you don't know about the group, and you have to be sent an invite, and you don't have an invite, you don't know about this? I mean, eventually, since you're in the community, eventually you will probably run into somebody, especially if you're looking for something that is within that server. You probably will run into somebody. So let me get off of that. But on the other hand, if I do a Google search for, let's just look up, if I do a Google search for NBA 2K22 Cyberface, other places are going to come up in the search results. Number one, wow. Number one and number two. It used to be NLSC, but now it's 2K Specialist and Shuojota. And that could, and forums, NLSC is right here, the third result. But this could be skewed by my browsing history. Maybe these came up because of my browsing history, but maybe that's why that came up number one, number two, and but I'm on NLSC like every day, so I don't know. But anyway, it comes up like this. NLSC is in the results. If we go to images, but Discord is not in the results. If we go to images, look at that. Number one image is from NBA Live, NBA-Live.com, which is the NLSC. I'm seeing some nice pictures here. You see, when I see the pictures, then it makes me want to go to the site. Like this one is from Facebook. This one's from OperationSports, and that's from Shua Jota. He made that. But then like this one here, I'm like, oh, this is intriguing. What is this? This is Superbug's draft class. I'm like, oh, where's this at? It's NLSC forums. So then you can click that and go to it. But there's no Discord results, though. That's the thing. For somebody new, Discord is kind of a disadvantage because you just don't know about it. But one of the advantages, I would say, is how quickly you can navigate Discord. Like I can go from cyberfaces. Let's look at it. I can go from cyberfaces to jerseys to courts to tutorials, modding tools, because it's just the layout of it. It doesn't make a forum any less useful. It's just the layout and the quickness. So like for the forum, if I want to go to, say, okay, I've got to find the section that I want to go to. All right, so all right, I want to look at NBA 2K22. What kind of stuff do they have here in the forums? All right, takes a split second longer, and I've got to look through these to see. It's very organized. It is very organized. That is an advantage, and it's organized by reply date. If you look. Now it says you can search here, you can search the whole forum, or you could just search NBA 2K22 by searching here. It comes up in the Google search results, but this isn't really appeasing to the eye. That's not a knock on NLSC, but for today's generation who's been using the internet a certain way for so many years, like this visual aesthetic, like it's like it engages the user more. It's just more engaging to the user. So like, okay, I'm on modding tools, general. Okay, but then the other drawback, there's just so much stuff here that may not even apply to what you're looking for. But on the other hand, you can just get in here and start typing right away and jump right into the conversation. And look, you can see somebody's already typing. They're already having a conversation. Like yesterday, look at this. It even highlights when someone asks you, mentions you. Try asking TGsoGood. So, and it'll say new mentions. You click on new mentions, you'll see your name. So, matter of fact, somebody has mentioned me now. Let's go. Oh, this is just shady. Let's go to new mentions up here. Modding help. So I click that, and it's somebody responding to me. It'll even highlight responses to you. So, and this is good because I was asking for help on something, and if somebody sees it, if that's the other drawback, because sometimes too many messages come in and everybody doesn't read the chain. But when there's not too many messages, because this is a dedicated thread right here, this modding help. So somebody who could help saw it, they responded right away, and they said they might be able to check later. So that's, I'll put a little emoji for clapping. The way you can interact on here is just, it's more engaging. Doesn't mean it's always more useful, but it is more engaging to somebody's brain because they have the visual stimulation and the immediate responses. But the responses aren't necessarily slow in a forum. They're not instant. That's the only thing. And you have to look around. Okay, you have to look around to see, okay, this was Sticky Fingers who replied to this last, or D-Main responded to this last. So let's see. If I come in here, I just want to look at modding. Like, this is the general stuff. And you can look at it, and I believe red is what I haven't read. Like, let me see. Yeah, red is like a thread that I haven't gone to. And when you look at a thread like this is a new thread, something like this. Like, if this was on Discord, this would not be its own thread. It would just be a comment that somebody can choose to respond to or not. But on a forum, since a forum is a lot more organized, this kind of looks like a dead thread, because although people will read this, they'll be like, will this be the last? Will 2K23 be last gen again? Okay, I'm interested in seeing this person's take. And then they might have thoughts about it. Let's read it, actually. He said, I know it's early. WWE 2K22 finally being released soon in March, and 2K is giving the PC players the last gen version. After after 2.5 year delay and redesigned engines, new controls, all the features you can handle, PC still gets the last gen version. All right, I might have to do a video on that. But anyway, I'm gonna look at his picture, see if this was on. Well, the other thing is, you kind of got to know how to put in the code to show the picture, and a lot of people don't. But if this was Discord, they could just copy and paste the picture into the chat. So Discord is useful. But anyway, I'm interested in this. Let's see what this person's talking about. PC players will get the current gen version of the game. Sheesh. All right, it says, for some reason, 2K doesn't want the PC version of the games to match up with next-gen consoles. It's no longer about time and resources, right? I hope I'm wrong, and 2K23 gets the updated version. It's not looking good. So this is actually very interesting, but most likely no one is going to respond to this person. Or maybe one or two people will respond. Or maybe, since people are watching my video, maybe someone will come to this thread and actually comment. But if this was in Discord, so the advantage to having this on the forum is it'll always be there. It'll come up in the Google search results. And if somebody wants to talk about this 6 months from now, they actually can come to this post, and maybe it looks dead, and they can revive this thread if nobody has commented in 6 months. The advantage to putting something like this on Discord would be you'd probably get more immediate responses, but it would definitely die off a lot quicker. And if this was on Discord, nobody's coming back to this post in 6 months. It's a wrap. Nobody's coming back to this post in 6 months. So that's the drawback of having this on Discord. But again, the drawback of having it on NLSC is maybe nobody's going to comment on this for a month or two. I'll actually come back and comment on this. But I don't know. For some reason, people just don't get as engaged on a forum. See, when you look at the right side of my screen, you feel like jumping into a conversation. On the left side of my screen, yes, this is very interesting subject, but it's just like, nobody else is talking about it. This is from January 21st. This is a very interesting post. But people may not want to talk about it just because, oh wait, I can't see. Oh my goodness. I just realized, guys, the whole time I didn't even see the chat. I couldn't even see the chat. It was hidden. Sorry. I'll look at the comments in the section. But what I was going to say is this was written on January 21st. I mean, now it's 10 days later and nobody has commented. And people may have already talked about this. Like, this may be one reason why nobody's commenting. The people who saw it may have already commented on other posts similar, on other forums, stuff like that. But if this was on like Reddit, let's say Reddit or Discord, it will get immediate responses. Well, sometimes Reddit is hit or miss, but man, see, that's why I like to block people. Not block people, but that's why I like to I'm looking at the comments. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at the comments. I see Lord J saying, "Why isn't there a game or gameplay yet?" That's why I like to leave the chat only open to subscribers, because every time I talk about 2K doesn't mean there's gonna be gameplay. What's good? T2 Awesome, Flacco, Chase, Dents. What's good, guys? But Lord J, just leave the channel. I don't even have time to explain because I'm in the middle of making content related to building the community. So Lord J, I appreciate the view. Thank you. But it won't be any gameplay on this video unless I play a video of somebody else's gameplay. So it's no shot at you or anything, but I'm in the middle of making something constructive for the community. It's not just the never mind, I'm not gonna take shots at other videos. So anyway, so we were discussing the advantages, disadvantages of NLSC, not NLSC, but of forums. The same thing goes for OperationSports versus Discord or some other platform. Now you do also have a platform like Twitter. Twitter would be a more social, not more social, because Discord is very social, depending on how many members you can get in there, how open it is, how friendly the server is. But Twitter is more personalized. That's what I would say. So like we got Andrew, and he's over the NLSC, but he has his own page. You know, he has his own where he shares his own thoughts, and it's not just game related. But you can find some great guys in the community. So what I like to do is, I would say, man, and I really see, I'm not even going to comment. Matter of fact, I'm going to comment on this post, because if I don't, it will get no interaction and it'll just fall to the bottom and disappear. So I'm going to comment on this so that I can remember to come back. This is very interesting. I'm bookmarking this thread for future discussion. Now, there's ways you can make your threads more engaging, like having pictures, quotes, stuff like that. You can make it more engaging, but it takes work. And nobody wants to get online and do work when they're just chatting it up. Nobody wants to do the work. All right, so, and then like, after that, you have to go back out of this. Like, this is like, it's not as convenient as clicking around in Discord, where you can just get to where you want to get to, and then get that off my screen, immediately loads up. But yeah, you're still in here, you're still in this thread. Gotta back out, then you gotta start over and looking for a new thread to go to, and it's just a disadvantage. It's not bad, because again, everything is so organized, and you can come back to it later. If I click view post, now that I commented in that thread, that post is part of my history of threads that I've commented in, so it'll be here. And if somebody else comments in that thread and I click view my post, I'll be able to see, hey, somebody new commented in that thread. But with Discord, I mean, it's just a different animal. What's going on, guys? What's going on, Lewis? Zondak. All right. Hey, Goods, do you think NBA 2K23 will be next gen? Well, that's literally what we were talking about in this thread. So I'll put the link to this thread in there. But I don't know now. I didn't realize WWE 2K for PC was going to be current gen. I'm going to put the link to this thread. But, all right, so what else did I want to talk about? All right, so I'll show you one thing that I'll show you guys, kind of a comparison between OperationSports, Twitter. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so I'm on the NLSC forum. I'm in the 2K22 section. And let's say I want to look at screenshots. Well, if I want to look at screenshots, I got to scroll down, find out where screenshots are. If I've never been here, I might not know. But you could use your search function in your browser to search for the word screenshot, and there it is. Of course, I already knew where it was because I'm used to coming to NLSC. But there was a long time when I didn't know how to navigate NLSC. Probably the first few years, I would just click on random threads, and I didn't know how to navigate this. And I imagine some new, some of the kids who, probably kids, teenagers and stuff, they may not really know how to navigate a forum because the internet world that they interact with is different. All right, so I started this thread, and somebody starts this screenshot thread every year. But as you can see, it's my post, D for 3. Okay, Barber. This is actually fire right here. This looks really good. It's great screenshots in here. A bunch of my posts. I like to just, if I find some kind of unique photos, I'll post them even if I didn't take them. These were actually made by 2K, their marketing team. Some more of my posts. And I'm posting because not many other people are posting. And I think one of the reasons, and people, it's not necessarily that people don't want to post here. Some people don't know how to post here. But if I go over to Discord, and let's go to screenshots there, and I'll show you something. Like if I go to Discord, you can just copy and paste a picture in. Like if you have a picture on your computer. So like I have this picture right here. It's just Louis' Twitter. So I can paste that right in. I just copy and paste. I didn't even save the picture to my PC, and I can copy and paste it in. But as you can see, it's great. It's just a bunch of screenshots. And they can go back for months and months and months and months. And it's some great pictures in there. And when you click it, it just gets bigger. If you want it to get even bigger, you click open original, and you can see it in its original quality. Some of these you have to click to see it in its original quality. Like for me, this looks kind of ugly. So let's make it bigger. Okay, it looks a little better. But actually, yeah, this is Veli Peso. Yeah, actually, if I click open original, it's gonna look way better than the small thumbnail. That's because he saves his pictures as JPEGs, and JPEGs, I've come to realize JPEGs don't look as good. They get more compressed on Discord. So it's actually a disadvantage for him to post his JPEG screenshots on Discord because they get more compressed. The quality isn't there. If he saved his stuff as a PNG, it'll look a little better. So like this picture, it looks, there's a lot of dark areas. It looks kind of bad. We make it bigger, it looks better. But if we click original to the original photo, it looks great. So that's one of the drawbacks to Discord, the JPEG images thing. But overall, like the overall screenshot, like look how many people are posting, and they're just posting and posting and posting. Because one of the reasons I think is because it's just easier. That's not a shot at a forum. And the good thing about the forum, one of the advantages is, look, you can put all this information here. You can have people comment, like I think Andrew commented earlier. There it is. He said pretty cool shots. And this comment, it'll always be there. It could come up in Google search results. All these images will come up in Google search results. And let's look at, so let's see. I mean, that's just random. I took a game. Actually, real quick, I'll show you guys what that original photo was. This is the original photo. that I made it into that one. And that's a video game cyberface. And the quality on the original photo is terrible too. But anyway, I thought that was cool. You guys probably like, bro, get that off the screen. So anyway, so like, yeah, now I've got to wait for the next set of screenshots to load up. You can see up here is I'm waiting to get to page 2 of the screenshots, which isn't bad. That's just how the forum works. But it is a disadvantage because over here on Discord, since it compresses the thumbnails, and on the forum, it's not compressed. You get the full quality of the photo. You get the full quality, and that's a good thing. But over here is going to load it instantly because the picture is compressed for the thumbnail version. You see, I can just keep scrolling all day. And it's all just dependent on my connection. You see how fast these are loading up? But these are compressed. There's little tricks that the Discord does. And again, guys, I'm not trying to compare NLSC to the Modding Society Discord because I use both, and many people use both. And I'm part of the NLSC Discord. Well, I'm just saying there are multiple ways to interact with people in there, and the community, and there are advantages and disadvantages. Now, I posted somebody else's screenshots from Discord. And so, and another thing, some people may not even like, they may say, hey, you're taking my stuff from over here and putting it over here. Don't share my stuff. If it's on the internet, guys, and you post it, it's out there for public consumption. It's out there for public consumption. But this guy is actually a good guy, the guy who took these screenshots. And I try to give credit every time I post somebody else's screenshots. I posted his screenshots on OperationSports also. But I put the credits there because I'm trying to build community. So when somebody sees this guy, because he is on Twitter, so if somebody sees this name, they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember TGsoGood posted his screenshots. Let me follow this guy on Twitter. And I'll show you the screenshot section for OperationSports. Let's compare that. It's called the photographic side of 2K22. So I remember like a year and a half ago, like people would complain if you posted PC screenshots. Again, I gave credit because I didn't take those screenshots, but they're cool. So I want to share them with the community. But here you can see on theirs, you can see who liked it. If they click the little thumbs up, there should be a little thumbs up button. Let me see. Let me go to a different page where it's not photos that I put up. Yeah, there's a little thumbs up button. Like this picture, but this community wasn't so open to, non-console pictures about a year and a half ago. Well, not everybody, but some people would complain like, hey, get those PC pics out of here, get those PC screenshots out of here. But it's supposed to be a community for everybody. Oh man, he went, these are nice. This is next gen. This looks great. Man, we need next gen on PC. And 2K need next gen on PC. They see what we're doing. They need this game on PC. These screenshots are great, and they can be better. Not the screenshots, but the quality of the image in game can be better. 2K has to bring this game, the newer version of the game, to PC. They know what the guys on PC are doing. They see we're building a community. They see what we're doing. I don't like when people bash the devs because the devs are doing what they are paid to do. It's a job, guys. It's a job. Now the people in the suits make the decisions. Look at DBs. He's not even on 2K22 and he's still working to improve the lighting. You see, this is a compressed version of the picture, but then the real version was taking a while to load. He's still improving the lighting. and the lighting effects can carry over to 2K22 if he had the game. He's worked on wide angle camera views. This is a wide angle instant replay. And it's cool to see this stuff, but you have to wonder why. Why did DBs choose to display this here in Discord instead of, on one of the forums, whether it be OperationSports or NLSC? Well, the reason is he was probably able to share this much quicker here. I saw this on his Twitter also. So I think he goes for wherever he can post quickly. He can post very quickly, because the other thing about a forum is your photo needs to be hosted by another site, like most of the time. So all these images are not hosted on OperationSports. They're hosted on another server. All right. So what is some ideas? Because places like OperationSports and NLSC, I'm trying to think of a way to phrase what I want to say. Places like the forums are still very useful, but they don't get as much interaction on some of the things that probably should have just more engagement and conversation around them. So what are some of the ways we can pick up like interaction on a forum, or should we only be using the forum for certain things like exchanging ideas? Like there's a tutorial section here and there's a tutorial section in this. And again, I'm not trying to compare these to the Modding Society to NLSC. NLSC is a great example of a good forum, and Modding Society is a good example of a good Discord server. So I'm just trying to give you two good examples. So like this tutorial section over on Discord, I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I wouldn't come here. I would come here I could come here and quickly try to search something up, but the way it's organized, which is nobody's fault, it's the way Discord is, the way that's organized, I would rather go to a forum and look at the tutorial section and see like, oh, okay, they have this tutorial. Okay. So I only want to see this tutorial this is a tutorial by Mahmoud and Samuel. I only want to see that. Okay. And then I'll come over here and look at it. All right. So what I did, this tutorial, I actually posted this, but it's by Mahmoud and Samuel, because I saw this tutorial and I was like, this is way too important for me not to post this. But what I realized is I couldn't just post it how they had it on Discord. I had to post it in a format that was more digestible on a forum. So you see me split up the sections. And this actually is all from a PDF. So that's a whole different way of doing things. But you can search for all of this stuff on Google. Now this before, it was just, it was a PDF. Let me see if I can find it. See, Samuel's done a lot of great work and tutorials. The difference is people will come to YouTube sometimes. Well, in the past, they would come to YouTube and search for a tutorial and it wouldn't be there. That's why I started making tutorials. But to be honest, like the written tutorials are the best tutorials because somebody has sat down and taken their time to give you the ins and outs. Samuel's made a lot of great tutorials. I don't know where you can find them all. You could find. Well, let's see. He has 1, 2. I think he has 3 tutorials in here. Because this one is by him and Mahmoud. So I think he's got about 3 tutorials in here. Nope. 4. But if you weren't part of this Discord, you may not have known about it. Well, this one he posted to YouTube. See, everything is just everywhere. So that's why I recommend just being on, multiple platforms. I don't think people are trying to hide information. Let me take that back. Some people are definitely trying to hide, they'll discover something and then they won't tell anybody about it. They'll just make their discovery and they'll show a screenshot and won't even share the mod or the knowledge or anything, that's their choice. But when we're talking about building communities and engaging with each other, I'll say in the forum settings, we have to realize that, okay, there's certain things, the forum can be just as useful as a Discord, and the results or the information here can be archived for, what is that called? Search engines. It can be archived for you to find in search engines later. Discord, you won't find it in a search engine later, but Discord is very useful if you're in the present. Discord is very useful for the present day usage. So like whenever I'm on Discord, I'm like, oh man, if I gotta move this. I don't like that GIF or meme or whatever that was. But Discord is very useful for the present. So when I'm on Discord, I try to, if I see something interesting, I try to like scroll back up and see what guys were talking about. See if it led to, a link or something like that. Oh, let me just get off of that conversation. And sometimes the conversations go crazy. Sometimes the conversations get weird on there, which is another thing that I don't like. But it can be cleaned up later or whatever by whoever the admin is or whatever. And sometimes it's just jokes or whatever. But anyway, you have to be in the present for Discord. But if you come to a forum, so like I showed you, I'm going to go back. I showed you guys the tutorial section for NBA 2K22. But the thing is this. The tutorials on older games still work for 2K22 on PC. And look at this. 2K21 has, just 1 or 2 more tutorials. Okay. But they all can still apply to 2K22. Now watch this. 2K20 has a ton of tutorials. And when you click on them, they have responses and all of this. Look at this. You get all this interaction, people asking questions and stuff like that. So you can see, and this stuff can still apply to 2K22. So that's the good thing about a forum. It just keeps everything so organized. But again, the bad thing is, if you're new to this, why would you think to go look in the 2K20 tutorial section for a 2K22 tutorial? And that brings me to our current day issue. Let's see if I can find an example. That brings us to our current day issue. On Discord and YouTube, I've noticed there's a great increase in the number of people who don't even know the basics about modding. Like they'll just, again, I told you guys that I'm not gonna be on this thread. I told you guys that Discord is more about being in the present, although you can still look up stuff from the past if you know how to use Discord. But we'll get guys that just jump into the middle of a conversation and say, hey guys, how do you mod? And it's not a knock on them, they're just new. Or I was looking for the high school mod. Let's see. Yeah. So like you've got this post here, rosters draft class. This is the fictional high school mod. And you've got all these interactions. But then you'll have somebody, let's see, did he even give instructions? I don't know if he gave instructions here. He tells you, he gives you all the details though. See, and I don't think I see any instructions here, but I know Samuel has provided instructions. So if you just saw this post on Discord, since Discord is like more in the present, if you just saw this, then you would have no idea how to install this if you were new. You wouldn't know what to do. It's people that are not new to modding, who've been modding for, let's say, a couple months, and they really still don't know how to mod. They just know how to drag and drop into their mods folder. And this wasn't something you needed to drop into the mods folder. You just needed to put the actual high school fictional, which people really don't know the meaning of, the fictional high school hoops folder into your 2K22 folder, and I'll show you. All you had to do is drop that folder right here inside of your 2K22 folder and start playing the game. But it's a lot of people who said it didn't work for them, or certain things were not showing up, and that's because they don't have the base knowledge. But if you just see a post like this, it's no way to get the instructions, and it's already a lot of information here. But maybe a place like YouTube, which I eventually did a instructional video on that, how to install that. I'm going to go to that Samuel's thread on NLSC. But anyway, my point in all of that was to say that if you come over to a forum, you can go back to the older versions of the game, and the tutorial sections are going to be pretty organized, and you can just, use the search function to try to find what you want, or you can just go to Google and those search results will come up. But there's a lot of guys who just, if you're just on Discord, if you're only on Discord, you're going to be asking a lot of questions, and most of the time you're going to get a lot of help, but sometimes you need to help yourself, to be honest, because these guys that are answering questions, they answer question after question after question. And sometimes you don't want to answer a person's question because you've answered it a million times. Especially if you're on like Discord, it's like, bro, I just answered it. Use the search function to look up my answer. I've already answered it. All right, so here's his thread here. It's the same information. And he says, enjoy this version and please give feedback. But, you don't really get much feedback in the forum. But he got tons of feedback on, on Discord and Twitter and stuff like that. But, most of this stuff is me. He'll get I think he got he probably could count on one hand how many other people responded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including me, 9. So I think about 9 other people commented on this in the forum, but I know more than 9 people saw this in the forum. So let's go back and see how many views the thread has 2,402 views, and he's got comments from 9 people, and most of the comments are from me or whatever. But thank you to the people who did provide feedback, because even if you're just giving a suggestion, or even if you just got one sentence or one line of feedback, or you're just posting, guys, you can post GIFs and stuff like that in here. But on the forum, for some reason, people they're not motivated to interact on forums. Like, these guys who have interacted are probably more active on the forums. Oh, he asked for a cyberface. Even if you're just asking for something, the interaction is still good, because people want to see people interacting with something they created. But what I was going to say about the not knowing how to do stuff, I thought I posted I guess I didn't. I thought I posted the tutorial on how to add this in here, but I guess I didn't. But I did post some more tips and stuff. Let me read the comments. All right, so Chase says, wow, you can get really deep if you want to. I'm salivating at the possibilities. Big facts about the word fictional. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna say this on stream. Fictional means like it just means not real, fake, or something like that. The reason why I'm explaining what fictional means is because I had somebody say, "Hey, man, can you?" I don't know the person, but they said, "Hey, can you make this for me?" I said, "I'm not sure. I really don't do the selling mods." But they're like, "Hey, I'll pay you to do this thing for me, okay?" And I'm like, how about this? How about I make you something fictional? Blah blah blah. They're like, "Yeah, cool, do that. Yeah, cool." And then I made it, and then they were like, "No, that's not what I asked for." And then they realized, they went back and watched one of my videos and realized, they were like, "Oh, now I understand what fictional means. Yeah, that's not what I want." So, and it's no hate to that person, not a shot at that person. But I've been getting a lot of comments like that lately. And I was like, man, I didn't realize it was so many people that didn't know what fictional meant. So anyway, Shua Jota says, great initiative to make the community visible. Thank you. Gaming Bruiser, how do I install the untucked jerseys? This is not a tutorial video. This is not a tutorial video. I'm not even going to explain how to do it in this video. If you'd like, you can follow me on Twitter at TGsoGood. Yeah, I'm promoting my Twitter. Yes, I am. It's a plug to my Twitter. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, it's at TGsoGood. If you don't have Twitter, that's fine. Go to the description of this video and you will see that I'm on Discord, I'm on NLSC, I'm on OperationSports. Find me in one of those places, or that's just your best bet, because this video isn't about a tutorial. So, but I do appreciate you for coming through. But it is very easy. It's just drag. That mod is just literally drag and drop into your mods folder. So, like, that's literally it. So this isn't a tutorial, but if you take that piece of advice, then it should work for you. Now, you may not like the results because it's going to make every jersey untucked, and every jersey is not going to look right untucked. But that's where we go back to having the knowledge of past NBA 2Ks. See, like that piece of advice I just gave, Gaming Bruiser. Let's see if I can find the untucked jerseys. I'm just going to search for it in Google. Untucked jerseys, 2K22. So we got 2K specialists, Shua Jota. And I wish, man, we could find a way to really get the community together and, no more of this fighting and bickering. But it's always going to be disagreements, but it is. We've really got to push forward, guys. For those of you, what's up, J10? For those of you in this community, whoever's watching the video, the 9 people watching the video, 8 or 9 people watching the video, we've got to push forward in this community. The thing is, we might not get next gen 2K23, and that would be terrible. That would be terrible in my opinion. But there's got to be a way we can make the game better. Right now, we are pushing the game, the current version of the PC game. We are pushing it. And we're coming out with better stuff. But guess what? We got to go even further, because 2K may just give us the short end of the stick again. So I think this is the year where we really got to try to stick together. We really got to try to help each other. We really got to get people educated on how to use these mods. And the people who are using the mods, some of you are smart enough to figure out new discoveries. And so we need your help. We need to just push beyond what next gen can offer, whether we get it or not. Whether we get next gen or not, we need to be able to push beyond what they can do. All right, so anyway, this is the untucked jersey thing. And what I was going to say about this is it goes back to understanding how mods work and what they do. So when you install this mod, the Bulls jerseys are going to look fine. They're going to look fine. But if you only install the Bulls jerseys, guess what? There's going to be other teams with untucked jerseys, and they're going to look weird. They're not going to look right because of something called the normal map. And so you would need to mod those or find a mod for those so they'd look ugly. And then you'd realize, man, I don't really want this mod because the Bulls jerseys look good, but the Phoenix Suns, they have these wrinkles like they're tucked in, but they're not tucked in and they look weird. And that's where understanding what your mods do and what your mods are doing comes in handy. And that's where being a part of a forum would also come in handy, because you could probably find that information already, or you could post a forum thread and somebody could help you out with that. Like in Discord, you could ask that question and somebody will help you. Somebody will help you in Discord. But the issue is this: there's going to be another person that needs that information, and they're not going to know where to look on Discord. But if it's in a forum thread, it can easily be accessed and searched from, not even from the forum, but from like Google. So you could post it in both. But anyway, that's where I think a forum has an advantage, because the search results are archived in various search engines. All right, let me read these comments. J10 says, I almost have this year's All-Star jerseys done, finished shorts, and just have the jerseys to do. When I wake up, I'll hit you with the link when they're done. Okay, cool. That's cool. Now, look at this. So I have somebody in my comments. Let me see if I can show you guys. So I have J10. Well, you guys can see it. You're in the thing. I have J10 in the comments, and he's saying that he's going to create the. Okay, J10, you're going to create the All-Star jerseys. Where are you going to upload the All-Star jerseys? Are you going to share them on a forum like OperationSports, NLSC? Are you going to send them to someone like Jota so they could post them? Or are you just going to post it in the Discord? Or are you going to make a YouTube video to go along with it? Something like that? Like, what are you going to do? That's my question. If you post it in Discord, a lot of people will find it. But if they don't share it, then it kind of gets lost. Not lost, but if they don't share it, then it's like, okay, it can't get out to more people after that. If you post it in, he says he's going to post it in NLSC. And the thing about this is, how I do my downloads, my uploads, I'll show you. He's posting it to NLSC, which I think is good. And I'll show you guys something else about NLSC, a thread I just started. But this is the thing. If you post it to NLSC, let's see, here's something I made. The thing about this is, once you post it to NLSC, now it can kind of be searched on Google. But guess what? You can go and post it in Discord right after. So like, I'll go to this one. This is the 2K. I'm basically a little facility. It's a court. It's an arena, custom court and arena. I posted it on NLSC. And so let's see if I can search for it on Google. And this doesn't mean don't post it in Discord, because you still can post it in Discord. Now, this is going to come up with more search results because I have it on YouTube. Looks like 2K Specialist has it. This is an article. And then here it is right here. Here it is. Here's the file. It's literally right here. If I click it, yeah, it's taking a little longer, but it comes up in the Google search results. Okay, this is because I think this is, Andrew. Let me see. Okay, yeah, they made a post saying, hey, here's our new, Andrew made a post, saying, here's some new downloads. You can find that on Google. But the thing I like to do is then I'll go over to, once I post it on there and I know it's searchable and all that, I'll go to, let's go to Courts, and it's in here somewhere. I'll post it in Discord, and there it is. So you can take you can upload it on NLSC, and then you can also bring it to Discord. Because if you put it on a forum, you can search for it on Google later. But I definitely still want to share with the guys in Discord. You know? So that's one of the things. Somebody said they need an invite to this. All right, let me put an invite people. Don't want this to expire. All right, so I'm going to send an invite for the Discord. This isn't my Discord, but it's the one I'm in the most. So I'm putting it in the chat now. That's Modding Society Discord. I'm going to give you guys... Oh, I can't even invite people to this. See, that's another drawback to this NLSC Discord. I can't invite people. Okay, well, I'll just get off of that. And for the people in the chat, I'll also put the link to NLSC, to the forums. I'm going to put the link to the forums. All right. So there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about, and that NLSC link is just for anybody who wants to use it. The Discord is for anybody who wants to use it. I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to discuss with you guys. So anyway, I guess I could kind of talk about YouTube now. Wait, what is this? YouTube, and maybe I'll have to do a longer conversation about YouTube. I kind of stopped. I didn't stop, but I used to make a lot of videos, and let's see if I can just find my channel. I used to make a lot of videos with cyber faces and stuff like that. Let's see if I can find the thumbnails. Oh man, this is not. There we go. A lot of videos with other people's cyber faces, and I would kind of showcase a cyber face. But what happened was, the reason I stopped doing videos like that is because like sometimes I would make my own cyber face, and then in the next video I would show off somebody else's. You know, sometimes people misconstrue things. People will say, well, I'll just tell you why I stopped. I stopped doing it because every time I would see a dope mod, like as soon as I see it, if you've posted pictures online of your mod and it looks great, I would go and make a video about it. But then what happened was I started getting messages of people saying like, please don't make a video on this. Please don't make a video on this mod. I want to make a video first or something like that, which is fine. That's fine. But it was just the people that didn't actually make a video and be like, bro, you never made a video. And he said, please don't show this to anyone. Please don't make a video. I want to come out with mine first. Stuff like that. And if you never made the video, and this I'm not mentioning any specific names because there were a lot of people who sent me messages like that. Please don't make this video. Please don't make this video. And I was just like, why can't I make a video on my channel? Now, if it's somebody I know, like, I can't remember. This is just an example. I don't think this actually happened. Like, let's say D4 had a 2K17 mod, and I don't think he asked me not to show it. It was from 2K17, and great looking mod. It adds all kinds of legends to 2K17. Now, if D4 says, I know me and D4 we talk through the forums, Twitter, stuff like that. So if D4 says, hey man, can you hold off on making a video for this? I know he's going to actually put out the content. I'm like, okay, he's going to advertise this to the community, and he wants to be the first one to mention his own work, So I'm like, okay, I can understand where he's coming from because he and we talk. But if it's just like, if you're like you come out with a good mod and I've never seen your work and we've never interacted, and then I just get a random message from you, like, please don't make a video about this. I'm just like, bro, I don't even know you. I didn't even know your mod existed before you said don't make a video about it. But anyway, I would get a lot of stuff like that. And then on the other hand, I would get people saying, don't make a video about this person's mod, or don't promote their mods. I'm like, bro, I don't get, like, nobody's paying me to promote any mods. I'm just showing off cool stuff in the community. But anyway, that's enough talk about YouTube. That's why I don't really, here's a Tyler Hero I made. Actually, I edited, and it was created by, the face was created by someone else. But anyway, the whole YouTube thing can get weird because you got people that really want you to make videos, and you're like, dude, I don't use that mod, so I'm not sure why I would make a video on that. And they're like, bro, you need to make a video on this. I'm like, bro, I've never used that. Well, you need to make a tutorial. I've never used it. I don't know how to use it. And then you got people saying, don't make a video on my mod. And also, don't make a video on this other person's mod because we're in competition, blah, blah, blah. Or they stole my work. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know anything about that. I just know this is a cool mod. But anyway, I stopped making those videos because it's just too cumbersome, just too much. Like, dude, I'm just a dude with a computer in the game, and I just happen to have been in the community a while. I want everybody to share their knowledge. Anyway, J10, I appreciate you, man. T and G, you need to focus on school, bro. You shouldn't even be watching YouTube. J10 says, the main reason I started modding 2K looked way too difficult before watching all your in-depth tutorials. I'm going to tell you guys something. I hated making tutorials when I first started. I hated it. In fact, you can find some of my old videos where I'll start out the video and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to make a tutorial about this today. Like, I sound like I'm mad because there were some tutorials that were just so important. They had to be made. Man, I miss this jersey. I made this. I should go back and make it again. Again, look at this. This comes up in the search results because it's on a forum that is archived. And I understand why. I definitely understand why Discord is not archived. But man, it's some great work in Discord that some of you will never see unless you're there. But there are people sharing the knowledge in Discord. There are many people sharing the knowledge for other people to learn how to create and share mods. So I view it as a positive. As long as we all keep trying to share with each other and we all trying to get this information out on as many platforms as we can, then I think we're in a good spot. How do I set up a full roster? It take long to try and make everyone realistic player. How you did that? I don't know. Don't really know what you're talking about. These jerseys were fire, man. Oh yeah, I put these on Reddit. These are fire. I only put one picture on Reddit. Yo, this is dope. I didn't even know this. I'm sorry, guys. I started looking at Reddit. Man, dude, that was a fire jersey. I'm gonna have to get on Twitter and actually post this. Where is that at? Where's my search results? I'm gonna post something to Twitter real quick. So at this point, I'm just kind of streaming now. I've done my spiel about the community and Discord and forums. All right, so let's tweet. The only thing, I don't know, man. Maybe I won't put that on Twitter. Sometimes Twitter is, I don't know. I'll do it. I'm always conflicted about whether I should post something to Twitter. Should I bring these back to... let me see now. Where is the picture at? Oh man, I lost the picture. I really lost the picture. Wow. I really lost the picture. Oh, there it is. Now did I lose Twitter? Oh, I'm so confused. Maybe I've got more windows than I think. There it is. Where is the picture? Oh man, it won't even let me put it on here. Oh my goodness. See, that's what I like about Discord. It can just be copy and paste. There we go. Goodness, man, I'm just trying to paste the image, man. All right. Anyway, All right, I'm gonna look at these last comments. Let's see. So this is the jersey set. I didn't get the little details in there, but maybe somebody can help me out with that. All right, he says. All right, guys, I can see from the comments. Flacco, thanks for that. I can see from the comments that it's time for me to end the stream, guys. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you next time. Stream over.